Okay, the purpose of this lab is to prepare disks for installation. So in this lab, we want to configure SATA to support the RAID mode. So we'll turn on the computer and we'll use F2 or delete. On my machine is delete. On yours, it might be F2 to enter the BIOS setting. And we'll expand system configuration, and then we'll go to SATA operation. AHCI will treat each disk as an individual, and we want RAIDs. We'll turn RAID on. We'll apply, click apply to apply that change, and then we will exit. After we click exit, we'll get a screen where we have a brief opportunity to hit Control I to enter the RAID setup. So when we see that offering the opportunity to click Control I to enter the RAID setup, then we'll click Control I. So click exit. We'll pause for a moment. Okay, here's our moment. We hit Control I. All right. And we want to create a RAID volume. The first one is going to be LD1, logical disk 1, to use all the space on 2 disks. All right, so let's see, and that will be striped. So I'll click Enter to create a RAID volume. And we'll give it the name of LD1 for logical disk 1. This is a striped array, so I will, let's see, I will tab to get to that. That is what I want, LD1 to be a striped RAID volume, so that's good. I tab to select disks, and it says press Enter to select the physical disks to use, so I'll press Enter. And we want 2 disks, and I will skip the first one because I think it's the boot disk, and I'll select so I'll down arrow to 1, and I will hit space to select disk 1, and I'll down arrow to disk 2, and I'll hit space to select disk 2, and that's what I want, so I will hit enter when I'm done. So I'll enter, and then I will tab down. Stripe, which is RAID 0, has a strip size of 128K, so that looks fine. The capacity is the combined capacity of the 2 disks. That's fine. I will hit tab, which skips sync, and we're ready to create the volume. So I'll press enter to create the specified volume. And that brings up a warning. All data on selected disks will be lost. Are you sure you want to create this volume? We do. So I will answer yes. I'll answer Y. And we can see there is our LD1 logical disk 1. It's a RAID 0, which is stripe. And it has that strip and that size. And it's bootable. Okay, so let's go to let's make logical disk 2, which will be a mirrored RAID volume. So we're already on number 1, create RAID volume. So we'll press enter. We'll give this a name LD2 for logical disk 2. I'll hit tab to get to the RAID level, and then I'll down arrow to get to RAID 1, which is a mirrored, because I want to make a mirrored RAID volume. And I'll hit tab to select the disks, and it says press enter to select the physical disks to use. So I'll press enter, and I will arrow down, and I will click the space bar to select disk 1, and I will arrow down to the next one, and I will click space to select that one, and now I am done. I just wanted these 2 disks, so I'll hit enter because I'm done selecting disks. I'll hit tab. I skipped the strip size. The capacity is about 800 gig. I'll hit tab again and skip the sync. Now I'm ready to create the volume, so I will press enter to create the volume. And it gives me the same warning. All the data on the selected disks will be lost. Are you sure you want to create this volume? Wire N, I do, so I'll click Y. Okay, and we can see here's LD2, RAID, which is a RAID 1, and a mirrored RAID, and 800 gig. All right, so let's click on the Score Lab to see how we did. All right, looks good. Thank you for watching.